Welcome to day 2 of the masterclass. So today we're going to go over a lot of topics, okay? I'm going to introduce the umbrella scheme and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean and what I've been talking about the past couple of days, right? So as you guys know, there's only one day left, and on the last day I'm actually going to give you guys something for sticking around, okay? It's going to be awesome. I don't want to give it away, but there's tons of value inside of it. So do me a favor, and if you haven't already, like this video on YouTube, okay? And what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna go over to the marker board and physically show you step by step what I mean about the umbrella strategy and how you can start implementing it right now. So in the course of the next few moments, I wanna talk about marketing, okay? And I'm not talking about selling a product, I'm talking about marketing a product, okay? Most people don't use this step, and the thing is, this is business. Brand awareness is how you build your business. If you don't have an audience, you don't have anything, and I'll show you in just a second when we start talking about the umbrella theme and exactly how value attraction marketing works. You're gonna understand why audience is key and how you're gonna make more money by building an audience first, okay? So let's talk about first product versus value, okay? Building an audience versus getting money right away, okay? And what you have to understand is all business is like factors and trust factors. People have to like you and trust you in order to want to buy from you, okay? So by giving them a standpoint, you know, by becoming personal, like I talked about in the first segment, you know, you have to eliminate that gap between brand and consumer. You have to socialize with your people, okay? Your audience is your brand, not your product. And so many people come to me asking, you know, what can I do? You know, what kind of tips can I get from you right now? Blah, 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 right? My tip to everybody right now is start building an audience based off of relationships. Okay, stop worrying about, you know, selling products. And the thing is, most marketers are money hungry. They want it now because somebody probably told them, you know, you can get this product now, you can make $1,000 by next week. And I see that so often, and honestly, you can't really make that much money without marketing first, okay? So it's possible, you just have to market first, right? There is a time span between making money and starting your business, okay? And that's because of brand awareness. That's why people say you never really profit off of your business in the first year. So you have to continuously build until your audience is built. So without any more being said, let's talk about this. So this right here is value attraction, and this right here is product attraction. And let me tell you something, unless you have an audience first, product attraction never works. Sometimes even if you have an audience, product attraction doesn't work. And I want to tell you why, okay? Whenever you use product attraction, people feel like you're pulling money out of their pocket. Nobody ever likes to feel that way, right? No consumer wants to feel like a brand is trying to take money from them. And honestly, you look desperate, okay? You don't want to look desperate. You want to maintain your posture. And we're going to talk about that over here on the computer in a second. But you want to maintain your posture whenever you're speaking to your clients, whenever you're building an audience. You want to keep them intrigued. You want to create curiosity. So if you give all of your product and everything away in the beginning, what's there to be curious about? Nothing, right? So if I have this product and I come up to you in public and I tell you, you know, hey, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. This is what the product does and this is blah, 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 and this is that and this is the other, right? You're going to be like, stop, right? I'm here to buy some, you know, peanuts, right? I'm out here in public and you're coming up to me with this product and I don't want to hear it, right? Same thing with Facebook. The thing is, whenever Facebook was invented, it was invented as a social media platform, kind of like we talked about in the first step. Most people have turned this into a product range, right? Basically a shooting range where you can just go out and post your product anywhere. The thing is, you're still in public, okay? It's just virtual public. You can't go, it'd be just like walking up to somebody in public and saying, how you doing, sir? Would you like to buy my product? Chances are he doesn't want to buy your product. But if you walk up to that guy and you say, hi, how are you doing? You know, my name is Colin. What I do, blah, 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 for a living, I'm a web designer and I market and this and that. And, you know, I train people on this and that. And he's interested, right? Instead of me coming up and saying, hey, you know, would you like to get some training? Would you like to get a website, please? You know, nobody's going to buy unless they trust you first. So if you explain to them everything that there is to know about the product, like I said, you're going to lose curiosity, and that destroys your sales pitch, okay? So let me talk to you about how to create advertisements with perfect sales pitches and actually giving value to the situation, shedding light on the consumer so that they can actually start trusting your brand and they will want to buy from you rather than having to be forced to buy from you. So let's talk first about product, okay? Basically, this is how you sell a product, okay? The best product for this problem in 2018. Now, I don't know what your product is, right? But the thing is, whenever you're talking about a problem, you can't add a product into it, okay? Now, it is true, okay, and I'm going to write this down in case you're taking notes. It is 100% true that you have to have a solution to a problem in order to sell a product. So whenever you start talking about solutions, people listen. However, when you're talking about this solution and you immediately go into a sales pitch, your client leaves. They're done. Okay, they may still talk to you, but you've turned them off of this product. So you don't want to do that, okay? So don't turn off your client. Do not do that. Don't commit a sales pitch until the person is actually ready to make the purchase. When the client will tell you exactly what they want. All you have to do is listen. Honestly, if you pay attention to your audience, if you pay attention to what they talk about on a daily basis, you pay attention to what they post, who you're targeting, they will tell you exactly what they're looking for. People complain 24/7, okay? We live in an internet age where complaints are as simple as typing on a keyboard or posting on your cell phone, okay? So people will complain. And the thing is, if you have the solution to the problem that they're complaining about and your product is that solution, you have gained them as a client. They're going to start listening to you. But if you're not an expert on what you're talking about, they do not care, okay? And that's what I said in the beginning. They do not care about you. Why? Because we live in a world where people only care about themselves, okay? If they're not in it to make money or not in it to make some sort of profit or it doesn't benefit them in some way, they do not care. And the thing is, you have to prove in the beginning that you can benefit them before they will buy from you. So if you can make them feel like they can benefit, they will like you and they will trust you and you will make a sale. So let's talk about this one more time. The best product, okay? So say that I'm selling skincare, all right? The best skincare for acne in 2018, right? People don't care about that. There's a million other skincare products, right? So even if, and it doesn't even have to be skincare, okay? It can be web design, right? What I do. So you can say the best product or the best web design, okay, for business owners in 2018. Nobody's intrigued by that. Nobody is curious about the best web designer in the world, right? First of all, they don't believe you. Second of all, if you give them an unrealistic, contemplation, if they're thinking about something unrealistic, you're going to lose them, okay? If you come in and say, $500 to $1,000 a week, chances are you're only targeting people who are impulsive buyers and they don't really want the product, they want the opportunity. So you want to target people who want the product. So if you come in and say, $500 to $1,000 a week, all of your affluent customers are going to be turned off immediately because they don't hear any value in this. All they hear is that they're going to make more money than they're making right now, okay? You don't want to despise your clients, okay? You don't want to tell them, you're going to make this much money and you're going to make that much money, so whenever they get in, they feel like you were dishonest, right? Because they didn't have the motivation to make that much money. Or maybe the skincare product didn't work for them, or maybe your website has some issues, right? So what you want to do is you want to lead with value first, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second, okay? So one more time, the best product for blank in 2018. So whatever the problem is, if, like I said, if you're in skincare, you're talking about acne, right? If you're in web design, you're talking about, bad websites or online credibility, okay? So you have to understand first what the problem is that your product solves. So think about that for a second. What problem does your product solve, okay? So if I'm selling cell phones, the problem that solves is either out-of-date cell phones, right? Because you're not going to buy a cell phone you don't need. So I'm either targeting people who have out-of-date cell phones, people who want to advance in technology, or people who don't have communication at the moment, right? So those are three problems that I can identify selling cell phones, okay? If I'm selling roadside assistance, I can identify people that don't have, full coverage insurance that offer roadside assistance. I can target people if I'm selling work from home. I can target people who don't have, a high income, or maybe they're income based, so they want to make some more money, right? Or I can target people who are business owners, or people who want to be business owners who have this, ambition to succeed, right? So the problem is the fact that they're not succeeding. So you have to have a solution to somebody's problem. You have to identify your audience like we talked about, and your problem cannot be spoken about with the product. And let me show you what I mean, okay? This is a value post. This right here is a product post saying the best skincare for acne in 2018 is not going to interest me to buy your acne product, okay? So don't do that. Absolutely not, right? And if you are right now, like I said, I'm not bashing you, okay? I just want to show you the right way. And I'm not saying that my way is the best. This may not work for you, but I guarantee you that if you follow these strategies and these, steps, you're going to start making more leads into your business, because it's possible. It happens, okay? I do it every day. Like I said, I'm not showing you something that doesn't work, okay? Most people that are training right now come out and they don't even know what they're doing, honestly. They're like, hey, we're going to do this and I'm going to show you this and blah, 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 and you can get on this website, or they're trying to sell you a product, okay? They come in with, oh yeah, buy this Builderall program. It's going to give you 500,000 leads in the first day. And it doesn't work like that. If you're cold calling, okay, and you just can't, right? There's no get-rich-quick schemes. You have to build. And the thing is, building your audience. So how do we build an audience? Value. Find out more on how to solve your problem with these tips, okay? So if I'm in the lawn care business, the problem is the fact that your lawn looks like crap, right? So here's 5 tips on how to get your lawn looking better, right? So now what does that do? That creates trust. Hey, this guy doesn't want my money. He actually wants to help me, right? That creates trust. You're able to identify the problem and you're able to bring in some sort of solution. So saying, over here, talking about, oh, we're the best lawn care business for your lawn in 2018. Does your lawn look like garbage, right? You can't target people's lawn like that. They're going to get angry with you. You can't target people's acne because that's a soft subject. You have to want to help them with their acne. You have to identify the product. It's psychology. Just like counseling, okay? Whenever somebody comes to a counselor, right, and they're crazy, they're like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm depressed. What does the counselor say to them? Identify the problem. Once you've identified the problem, now the counselor gives you tips on helping, and what happens? You gain an exchange of trust between that counselor and you, right? So same thing with brands, okay? And that's not the only subject, or that's not the only example. There's plenty of other examples, just like relationships in the world, okay? If you're going out to get a woman or you're going out to get a man, you don't walk up to them like, hey, I'm Colin Rowe and I got 5 kids and blah, 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 and this and that, and they're like, oh my gosh, this guy's crazy, right? But if you walk up to them, you're bringing a rose, right? And then next week you bring a box of chocolates, okay? You're getting a little bit closer to that purchase, right? So this is what you're doing with value, okay? Find out more on how to solve your problem with these simple tips, okay? So if you give them actual tips, you have to actually follow up with this value. You can't say, here's simple tips and then blah, blah, blah. And I'll teach you in the next step how to build these structures so that you can start using the umbrella method. And I'm going to get to that right now. So let's jump straight into it. So with all of that being said, I've grabbed my handy dandy little pointer and we're going to start talking about the umbrella theme, how it works, and the methods of implementing it into your business. So let's talk about the product first. If you have a product, every product has different variations, and if it doesn't, you need to find more variations around the category of your product. So your product has some sort of nature. If I'm selling makeup, I can gather up multiple makeup variation products, right? If I'm selling web design, I have multiple variations of products. So if I'm selling web design, which is, I keep referencing because that's what I do, but if I'm selling web design, okay, I have logos, I have websites, I have funnel systems, right? So I have multiple different variations of my product or my service for multiple different audiences, because people who don't need logos may need a website. People who don't need websites may need, some training or a masterclass, right? So the thing is, I'm going to give them multiple variation options so that I can actually gain them as a client and give them a disposal of my products. And maybe if they don't purchase this one, they may purchase this one, right? So let's talk about the umbrella scheme and how it works with the different variations of products and how we can start gaining more people into our business rather than more people buying our products. So just like we talked about in the beginning, marketing first, brand awareness, building that audience, and then offering products to the audience. That's what we're talking about with the umbrella scheme. So basically, you have a platform here, okay? The umbrella is your platform. With the umbrella platform, you have an audience, okay? So your audience resides inside of your platform. Say that this is a Facebook group, or maybe it's an email list, or it's some sort of, platform that you can keep your audience and monitor them on, okay? Down here are the advertisements projected out of your umbrella, okay? So this is what I'm talking about with variations of products. And even if you only have one product or one, nature or niche, you can still variate your advertisements. So let's talk about ad number one, okay? Say that I'm running a graphic design business, okay? So ad number one may be photography, okay? I'm promoting photography. So I'm using value attraction marketing. Remember, always lead with value, okay, when you're making your advertisements. So I'm using value attraction to promote photography. And then in ad number two, I'm using value attraction maybe to promote, let's say, videos or commercials, okay? So ad number two is commercials, okay? And I'm going to write these just so I don't forget, okay? So photo, commercial. And then ad number three can be something like logo design, right? Or, some motion graphic art, okay? So logo design and then motion graphics. All right, so the way that this works, you're going to have people interested in photography that aren't interested in motion design, right? So you have to understand that whenever this audience, say that your photography audience sees your motion design, right? They're interested. They see that you do photography. So now they want to learn more, okay? Now this is the thing. Everybody, the whole audience in ad number one is only interested in ad number one. But they can be interested in multiple other things relating to the first advertisement, okay? So if I'm selling work from home, ad number one is a work from home program that somebody sees and they might like. They want to work from home, but the product inside of the advertisement isn't for them, right? So with this advertisement, you send them back to your platform where they are now becoming an audience member, and you can promote to them all three of these advertisements over here, all the logos or all of whatever your variations are. You can promote to them those advertisements inside of your platform under your umbrella. So you bring all of your audience into your umbrella, right? I got my umbrella here, bringing my audience in, right? Now this guy likes logos, this guy likes web design, okay? This guy likes funnel systems, and this guy likes commercials. So The guy that likes commercials also wants a website, but he didn't know that I sold websites until he got to my umbrella, okay? And he's seen the advertisement right here for websites. He only thought that I did commercials, right? So he comes in and he sees a bigger disposal or a wider disposal of my variations of products, okay? So every lead that you get on each advertisement, you want to bring back to the platform, okay? And if you don't know how to do it, you know, that's perfectly fine. You just have to add people to it, right? So if you're already in my training, if you've already owned the training, then I show you specifically step by step. I think it's module 1-3, okay, the umbrella scheme. I show you step by step actually on Facebook and other social media platforms exactly how to start driving traffic back to a single location so that you can start creating your audience in your umbrella scheme and you can start getting more clients that buy more products, because the chances are if they buy one product off of you, they're going to buy another product because they now like you and they trust you. Now, that all depends on your customer service. If you don't have good customer service, I can't really help you. You have to be good to your clients. Your clients are your business, your audience is your business. So the one thing that you have to think about, it's not the product that is my business, okay? My products are just purchase options, okay? It's not my product that is my business, it is my audience that is my business. It's not how many products or how many audience members can I get to a product, it's how many products can I get to an audience so I can expose them to multiple products so that they can see and buy which one they want. Everybody likes options, right? You like to have freedom, you like to have abilities, so people, you got to give them that inside of your business. People want to see more, okay? You got to give them more, and they have to be there at your disposal so that you can start building, you know, more products for them, listening to what they're saying, listening to what they like, and then going out and finding it, okay? It's just like going into an upcoming store. I don't know if anybody's ever been into a store that you may not have had the product that you want, and whenever you asked for it, they ordered it for you, okay? So now they keep this product on the shelves because you want it, right? Now, you are the audience, the store carries the product. So they don't come in, you don't go to Walmart, right? Or Target or Costco's or wherever. You don't go looking for a specific product unless you might, okay? But you don't go in there saying, okay, I want to buy a specific brand of this and a specific brand of that, okay? You want to go in there and you want to look, okay? You want to see all the brands, you want to look at all the ingredients, right? You want to see all the different types that there are before you make your purchase, okay? So you want to offer them all of those different types and your variations, and you want to give them their disposal inside of your platform so that they can see everything that you have to offer and be more likely to make a purchase from you.